G'day, how are you now? So, I'm gonna record this to make an opener for the picnic table video because it's the only way I know how to bloody edit it. I've got to make a video in the background so that I can stick all the pictures to it because I didn't take a whole lot of video of building this picnic table boat. We just kind of did pictures and some videos after the fact of us floating down the river on it, but we had an idea earlier this summer, and I was telling a buddy of mine, one of my neighbors, about it. Says, you know, I wanted to build this picnic table boat and a floating truck and a floating dock, similar to a pontoon boat. And he was like, "Oh man, that's a great idea. Like, that probably wouldn't cost very much either, eh?" I said, "No. Like, we'd find all the stuff cheap on Marketplace." He said, "Okay, great. You know, let's start looking for some stuff. I'll give you a hand. Let's go in on it, and we can both use it right here." I live right on the river, and so does he, just a few doors down. So we went to searching out for some stuff on Marketplace, and first thing we found was the foams, dock foams. It was $40 for a whole whack of them. More than enough for what we needed for this project. So we got the foam picked up, and then he started pricing out and looking at the lumber. I said, "Well, you know, just give me a minute. My dad owns a sawmill. I'll get my dad to look into it. Well, I might have to go cut down some cedar and stuff, and then my dad can mill it up, and it'll be dirt cheap compared to buying store-bought lumber." He said, "Well, you know, let me price it out. I'll go have a peek at it." Well, he showed up the next day with a truckload of lumber. He said, "Here, this is what we needed, eh?" "Yep, great, okay, cool, let's go, all builder." Started slamming it all together, and another buddy of mine, I put on Facebook that I was looking for some rough cut lumber, and another buddy of mine contacted me, and he says, Tyler Sutherland, he says, "Oh, I got these really nice pine tops. It'd be a great tabletop for it." And so I said, "Oh, cool, okay, yeah, what do you want for it?" "Don't worry about it, buddy, I'll be over, I'll drop it off." Cool. So we put that all together, and we made a half decent tabletop out of it, live edge pine tabletop. You'll be seeing it in the pictures here in a sec. Slammed it all together, went and did a float test, and mounted up a big rough cut board on the back to hang a motor on it. It worked out really, really well. This thing is extremely stable. I've even had another neighbor of mine's 4-stroke 9.9 on the back of it, which is, you know, fairly heavy motor. And it was great. If anything, people were having to move farther to the back and keep the motor under. Yeah, so the motor was not offsetting the weight of the adults sitting on it. It works really good. I got a couple adjustments to make before next summer, and I have another little 9.9 2-stroke to go on it again this year. But there'll be a bunch more footage of us messing around with it in the river this year. And then my next project, it's going to be a square body. Going to do the same thing, a bunch of dock floats under it, but I'm going to gut the whole truck to get the weight down, and then I'm going to have rain barrels, black rain barrels hanging out of each wheel well, so it looks like tires sticking out. And I started this build many years ago. I had, I don't know, 8 or 10 vehicles in the driveway, mostly derby cars and plow trucks and stuff like that. The wife said, "Okay, look, like, you're exceeding the maximum allowed vehicles on our lawn here. Can you cut down a little bit, get rid of one before you get the next thing?" Okay, well, I really wanted this tractor, my old 52 case that I had bought previously many, many years ago, and I traded it off. I went, well, I really want that tractor back, so, well, let's kick the floating truck project out, sent it off to scrap, and I'll make another one down the road. So I have a body coming for that, with a good frame to replace the frame in my blue 86, but this floating truck project might be a year or two out. We'll see how things go, how quickly I get to all my other darn projects, because there's no shortage around here. I'm sitting right beside one here now. This is my young lad's phaser. Motor's sitting up there on the tunnel. We picked a pair of these up last winter. For $1,000 for 2 of them. Well, this one here is the FX edition. There was only 500 of them ever made in that color scheme and stuff, and they only came to Canada. So this one's hopefully next on deck, as well as our other 6 snowmobiles, I think, got to come in for yearly service and upgrades and so on. But I digress. Gonna start putting up some videos here now. The picnic table boat in action. I got to mute them out because I've got music playing. Usually I've got my Bluetooth speaker sitting on the middle of it with us when we're cruising down the river, and we'll show you that. Let me know what you think. Comment how we can change it or upgrade it for next year. I've got a couple of things in mind already. You know, a different ladder setup and things like that for getting back on when you dive off to go swimming. And hopefully something to make it steer a little better through the water, because it is like driving a brick. It doesn't have a whole lot of aerodynamics, even though I've made the front on 45s. I'm not entirely sure how to make it flow through the water a little better than it does. So if you got ideas, let me know. Thanks, hope you enjoy.
Well, if you wanted it in the dryness or...
Ooh.
It are floating.
We float. Feels unanticipated.
Hey?
Feels like tipping.
It's a little rocky, but I mean, it feels stable still. Well, table's a success. Float's perfect. Cannot be rolled unless maybe Scott gets on one side, you know, does Scott things. It leans a little bit low to the front, so when you put the motor on, it should sit level.
Okay.
It's great.
I want to do it again.
And now it's time for this to go in there. Well, she's ready to rock for tomorrow. All stained up. Good. A little bit extra flotation. Here we go.
Oh, we're taking videos first. Nice race straight, bro. They're getting on us.
Picnic table be working perfect. We ain't sinking yet.
Even with my bigger son.
She's almost home.
What are you doing? Swing it.
Almost home.
It really couldn't be better. Really. Yeah, it's perfect.
That was terrible!
She's going. Do backflip, Katie. Woohoo!